Okay, welcome everyone who's joined this call. It's 5 minutes after the hour, so I believe we'll go ahead and get started. Thank you again for joining the Lunch and Learn webcast. I'm Robin Ray, your Tivoli Community Group Programs Lead. Before we get started today, I would like to cover some administration details. All phone lines are in listen-only mode. You may also ask a question at any time using the chat tool. Chat questions will be answered at the end of the presentation. Today's session is being recorded, and you will be able to download it from the group's library. And with that, I will turn the presentation over to Rachel.
Hi, everyone. My name's Rachel Dunn. I'm a member of the Maximo User Group Committee. I've been a member of the group for several years now, but only recently joined the committee this year. One of my roles on the committee is to be the main point of contact for this user group website and be responsible for the content on it. I work at Heathrow Airport, where we use Maximo for many years, and we're just in the middle of our upgrade project, and we're going to version 7.5 early next year. So I've got lots of Maximo experience, and I really enjoy being involved in this user group. So really, one of my what I'm keen to get out of today is to get people using the website a bit more and get people using it to talk to each other and communicate more about their Maximo implementation. So today I'm going to go through some of the functionality that's available on the website, talk about some of the content that's there and how you use some of the different features in the website, like how to update your profile, how to download content from the library. Once I've gone through that detail, we'll hand over to Denny, who's going to talk about the future of the Tivoli user community and the Maximo user groups. And we'll also have a Q&A session. So you might want to log into the website while you listen to this so you can follow as you go along. We're just going to be using the slides today. There's a huge amount of content on the community website. Not all of it is purely about Maximo, because the Tivoli user group is a lot of other products as well. Some of the content you can see when you first go onto the website is available to all members, and then there's quite a lot of content specific to our user group as well. So the sort of things you can see on the website, there's a section on the screen for upcoming events, so you can see what's happening in the community, both for Maximo and other Tivoli products. There's a section for member exclusives where you can download lots of information about things like Maximo implementations. You can replay any Tivoli user group webcasts from the website as well. There's videos, libraries, blogs, and also a Twitter feed on the main page of the website. So moving on to content specific to our user group. When you first create your account on the Tivoli user group, you'll get a user profile. So you may want to update that profile, add more information to it so that other members can see who you are, learn about you, and perhaps contact you if you've got some things in common that would be useful to talk about. So if you want to update your profile, all you have to do is log into the website and then click on your name in the top toolbar of the web page, and then click on Edit Profile, which is on the right-hand side of the page. If you want to add a photo, you can do that by clicking on Change Avatar. It's always nice to add a picture so that people can recognize you when you meet face-to-face at the user group. Other information you can add to your profile would be things like the company you work for, what your role is, your interests, and there's also a space where you can add a description about yourself. So you might like to put in there about you, your role, and your interest in Maximo. Now I'll move on to the functionality we have on our group-specific page. You might want to add the group page to your favourites list of your internet browser, then it makes it easy to find. Otherwise, once you're logged in, just click on your name in the top of the web page and then click on the Groups tab, and there you'll find the group name, which you can click on to take you through to our page. You can join more than one Maximo user group. For instance, I'm also a member of the Maximo Airport group as well as the UK group. So from our group page, you can see on the left-hand side is a list of upcoming events and also past events. In the middle, there's a description about what the user group is about. And then on the right-hand side, you can see links to the profiles of all the committee members and also the IBM liaison who are part of the committee as well. If you would like to get in touch with the user group committee about this website or about any other issues with the group, you can contact us through the web page. If you scroll down to the bottom of the home page, there's a group administration box on the left-hand side where you can click Contact Group Leaders, and that will enable you to send us a message through the website. If you want to see who the other members of the group are and perhaps contact them, you can click on the Members tab. There's a list of users there. If you click on the username, you can then see that user's profile. If you wanted to contact that user, then you could add them as a friend. They would then get a request and be able to approve that, and then you'll be able to send a message to them. So this is a useful way of contacting specific users. So moving on to the blog functionality. So we have a blog that any member can post to. It's very simple to do. All you do is click on the blog tab and click New Post, and then a text box will open up where you can write your blog. You might want to use this if you want to tell the group about any issues you're having with Maximo or any good things you've been doing with your Maximo implementation. Perhaps if you've just upgraded your system or done a new implementation, you can use this to tell us your story. Once you've entered your blog detail, all you need to do is click the Publish button at the bottom right-hand corner, and then that will appear on our user group for all the members to read. Another feature of our user group is the discussion forum. So this is if you want to do some more interactive discussion with the wider group, you could use this facility. Perhaps if you wanted to start a discussion or a debate, or you've got a question for the whole user group, all you need to do is click on the Forum tab, then click on New Post, and a text box will open. You can enter your subject and your description and then simply click Post in the bottom left-hand corner. Once you've posted your discussion, then any other member can post a reply just by clicking on the Reply button and entering their comments. So another useful area of our group page is the library content. So we upload, as a committee, we upload lots of documents into this area. So after each of our user group meetings, we upload all the presentations onto this library. We also upload our newsletters there. And the presentation from today's call has already been uploaded onto this library, so you can refer to this later. Then on to the calendar and event registration. So if you click on the calendar tab, you can see a nice calendar view of upcoming events. You'll see on the website at the moment, we've got today's event, the Lunch and Learn, and then we've also got the user group meeting that's scheduled for November. Depending on the event, you may be asked to register. We ask you to register for some events so that we know how many people to expect. All you need to do is provide your name and email and then click on register. So that's the last of the functionality I was going to talk about today. But if you ever have any issues signing into the user group, then you can use this email address, groupgoto@tivoli-uk.org, and they will sort out your login problems for you very quickly. So at this point, I was going to hand over to Denny, but I'm not sure if he's been able to join us yet.
Rachel, Denny's on the line.
So. Okay, great.
Okay. So I'll just introduce Denny, and then we'll have the questions and answers at the end, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so hi, Denny. We've just gone through some functionality of our current website, where members can kind of keep in touch with each other and obviously use the library, etc. But something I've mentioned to the group is that we do have some future plans on our website. So everyone, Denny actually is my manager, and he looks after Service Management Connect. I know that some of you know about Service Management Connect, but some of you don't, so Denny's going to touch on that. He also now manages the Tivoli user community and the ISM library. So Denny, if I hand over to you, and maybe you can just say what we're planning for the future and where we're kind of going, and for the benefits of all of us involved.
Okay, sure. Thank you, Sarah, and good. I would say good afternoon to everyone there. It's morning here on the East Coast in the United States. So thank you very much for allowing me to come and talk to you all today. I want to just take a step back and tell you about some of the things that we've been doing just in general that basically will lead into the whole conversation about our user group website. Myself, as well as a few other of the development and marketing and sales and support organization, basically for the past 6 months, we've been taking a step back and looking at what all are we providing our users out there on the web. Right, so we had the Tivoli user community site, which is where our user group members can go and connect with one another, join a local user group, download content from the library, read blogs, a lot of different social functions that are there. And we also have this site that called Service Management Connect, which we're calling SM Connect for short now, which has a lot of the same functionalities, blogging, wikis where we publish a lot of best practice articles, and also this notion of transparent development where we're making open betas available for anyone to consume, as well as making release plans available. We really want it to be a place where our users engage and provide feedback on what we're developing so that you can make an impact on those products. Then of course, we had the ISM library, which is basically almost like an app store where you can download a lot of free code and stuff that either IBM is loading into the library or third parties such as business partners are loading in there. Then we also have the support portal, right? You go to get support information. Then we also have our documentation sites, and on and on and on. So the point I'm making here is that we really are fighting against ourselves within IBM by creating a lot of similar places for users to go and find content. And in doing so, we're creating frustration for you, our users. Do I go to the Tivoli user community to ask a question about, installing Maximo? Do I go to Service Management Connect to, find other users? It just can get very confusing. So, one of the things that we not only are we looking at, we're doing, and we're putting a roadmap together, is how to converge all of these missions into one place for where a user can go to, for lack of a better term, one URL and join a user group, also download and play with an open beta, also ask a question on a forum and know that it's going to get answered by either another user or an IBM developer. Also play with a trial, right? So one of the things that you're going to see us be doing more and more is making free trials available of our GA code, as well as making SaaS versions of our products available. And those would be available for trial and also providing public sandboxes, etc. And then also within this same URL, at some point, which I would assume is within the next calendar year, make an app store available so that you can provide add-ons to your Maximo deployment to extend its value and things like that. And in addition to all of these things, also provide the appropriate linkages to additional technical resources that just don't make sense to converge, such as the documentation, the support portal, and things like that. So ultimately what we want to build for you is a hub for you, not for us, a hub for our users to go and do the things that they are currently doing on the multiple different websites with multiple different URLs that can cause frustration for you. So those are the very high-level plans. Now, in 2 weeks, we actually will be putting a beta version of the new SM Connect out there. Now, it won't include the user group functionality yet, and it won't include the marketplace or the App Store functionality in there yet, but those are things that we will be developing, in upcoming, down the road development cycles. And so you will see that site grow as we start merging those other missions and properties into it. So that is just a very high-level overview of where we're going. And as we move and as we grow and improve the site, we certainly want feedback, right? If there are certain things that we're doing that just don't make sense, we want to hear it. If there are certain things that we need to be adding within it to make your life easier, we want to hear it. We'll add it to our product, our requirements backlog, so that we're able to, prioritize it, size it, and start development on it. We will be having the good news about it all is we're going to have a bigger development team to develop this site for you. So it will be an even bigger priority all the way up to the general manager of Cloud and Smarter Infrastructure, Deepak Advani. I have to give him an update every week on what we're doing in this space. So just wanted to let you all know that this is a high priority for our brand to be doing this. So I think you're going to see some things that you like. And when you see certain things that you don't like, let us know. I'm all about transparency, and I'm not under the notion that what we put out there first, I recognize that it's not going to be perfect. It's not going to meet every requirement that everyone has, and from my perspective, that's okay. So any feedback that you give me, I'm not going to take it. I guess what I'm going to say is you're not going to hurt my feelings. I want to hear your feedback, good or bad. Your feedback is very important because we're doing this for our users, right? We want to give you more and more access to each other and to our developers than you've ever had before. So with all that being said and that long-winded overview of where we're going and what we're doing, I'll just pause and see if anyone has any questions, and don't hold back.
Thank you, Denny. And if anyone does have any questions for Denny or Rachel, please remember to use the chat tool and direct your questions to the Q&A team. In the meantime, while everyone's thinking of questions, if they have any to ask, Rachel, I'm going to pass this along back to you so that you can just, I know you had a few more slides you wanted to mention, so let me do that.
Okay, I just wanted to take this opportunity to remind everybody about the next user group meeting, which is taking place on Wednesday, the 20th of November at IBM South Bank. So if you're interested in coming along, then please register via the website so we know to expect you. We're still working up the exact agenda, but so far it looks like we'll have a presentation on the Maximo roadmap from IBM. We've got a few user presentations lined up, including one about integration of Maximo with GIS. And we'll also have a presentation on the enhancements that come with version 7.5 as well. So as this was our first virtual user group meeting, we'd really like to know what you thought of it, if you found it useful or not, whether you think this would be a good format to supplement our face-to-face meetings that we have. To get your feedback, I'm going to just use the website to start to encourage its use, and I'll put something up on the discussion forum, and if you've got any comments, then please reply to that discussion thread. That would be fantastic.
Okay, well, thanks again, Rachel. There hasn't been any questions coming in, but if there's anyone that comes up with some or has anything else, as Rachel said, you can go to the feedback and provide it there and carry on the conversation offline. So thank you so much for spending this time with us, and a special thank you to Rachel and Denny for offering your time and sharing your knowledge with us. This concludes our conference today. You may disconnect now and have a wonderful day.
Thank you.